guys, it's Lynn here. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Now this is my end of September Cacti and Succulent Plant update, and as I walk in here I've got my two bigger puntias here. Most people have stone dragons outside their door. I've got bigger puntias, and believe me, they're very protective with their big fierce spines. And I was walking into the greenhouse here, just close the door. And I cannot believe that it's already the end of September. Where on earth are these months going? It's scary. And you can really tell that there's a chill in the air, that winter is definitely on its way. And everything's sort of going a bit quiet with the cacti at the moment. And I'm just going to, see a flower there. There's just been sort of everything sort of starting to settle down now, getting ready for the winter rest. And it's been mostly good, as in what's happening with the plants. I've still got plenty of buds coming on them, so there will still be some more flowers coming up, which is wonderful. And a lot of the succulents also start to grow this time of year now. I'll just do a slight walk around to show you the collection, which is doing really well, which I'm pleased about. I'm not going to go into too much detail because there's not a load happening as such from last month. So rather than do a complete whole entire long tour again, I'm just going to slowly scan around you so it gives you a bit of an idea what's happening. Some more buds coming on my Medusa cactus. That's wonderful. And show you all here. So I'm going to show you the good news first. To show you here some of my cactus bulbs, they're growing really well. These are doing fantastically, and I still haven't got round to repotting my pencil cactus. It's actually a succulent. It's actually a Euphorbia tiracali, but it's nicknamed the pencil cactus, and that needs repotting. I still haven't got round, so watch out for a video there. And my lovely cactus bulb garden, which is thriving, that's growing really well. My other cactus bulb garden is thriving. My lovely Raybutia albipilosa, that's absolutely sorry, Raybutia perplexa. Got the name wrong there. My albipilosa is the other one. Perplexa, that is doing absolutely remarkable. It's a lovely big cluster, and again flowering away. My Parodia magnifica, that's been doing fantastic, on and off flowering all through the summer, and it's got more buds coming on it as well. My lovely bigger puntia there. Now my ocotillos, these are wonderful cuttings from my fantastic friend Keith, Groovyman 1968 here on YouTube. They're doing well too. They've been sort of flowering on and off at the tips here all through the summer, and they've sort of died down a bit now, so I'm just letting them to carry on root. And I've got my Mammillaria red-headed Irishman. That's forming some nice juicy seed pods there, which is exciting. And all my Trichoceros cacti here. And I've got my big Pachycereus Pringlei that seems to be growing an inch by inch every minute of the day. It's getting huge, and everything is doing really fantastic. I've got all my aloes underneath here. Just show you these. They're growing now. I've got to, obviously, this is the time of year I find that my aloes sort of come into growth again after having a bit of a sort of late summer dormancy. And I'm going to be doing a lot of removing a lot of the dead leaves on, then a bit of pruning. So watch out for a video when I get to do that. Some little seedlings underneath. And all these. Now, the thing that is sad is my... I don't know whether you remember, I did a video a few months ago, my bundle flower seeds, and they germinated and they were doing so well. Anyway, I noticed probably about 2 months ago, that there were some very, very, very tiny, almost maggot-like green caterpillar type things on them, and they stripped a lot of the lower leaves. Anyway, I managed to get them off. I just sprayed them with water, blasted the little bugs off, and they never came back, so thank goodness for that. Anyway, the other day they were doing really well. They'd all recovered all the lovely leaves and that, and I went out and thought, what's happened to them? And I found 2 big of them, I think they're called stink bugs, hanging off them, and they'd eaten all the leaves. Look at that one, look what they've done to that, shredded it completely. I was so annoyed. They really shredded. This one is doing fantastic still, and that one is okay, and they seem to be, that's sending out a bit of new growth, seems to be recovering okay, and this one, but I was ever so disappointed, so keep my fingers crossed that it's going to recover, but that's life obviously. But this one here seems to be doing okay, and that's sort of the greenhouse. But other than that, everything's pretty much good, and there's still some more buds and flowers to look forward to in here, and then I'll show you what's out in the garden. Now these are my agaves that I've got out here, and watch out for a video. I'm going to make a video in the coming weeks on how to care for agave in a cold climate, and I'm just going to be sharing my tips for growing these plants when you live in a cold climate. And things like this one, the agave americana, can obviously be grown outside during the winter. I'm going to be sharing tips on what's the ideal agaves to grow if you live in a cold wet climate like I do. And but other than that, they're doing great there, and it's going to take you up to my hanging baskets up here. I've got my string of pearls. That's still doing really well. Obviously, I'm going to be taking these plants in the next couple of weeks, or certainly within the next month anyway, because they're not going to be able to stay outside now. Winter's on the way. But so far, so good. The temperatures have been quite mild here in Ireland, so I'm still keeping them all out. And because they're rainforest cacti, they can take quite a lot of rain. But this Ripsalis paradox has been doing really well too. And I'll just take you up. I've got some outside here by the pond. And they're sort of sheltered here. They're sheltered by the willow tree, and it keeps off any of the lot amount of rain that we get. And they've been doing okay. But again, these are all going to be coming in as well with the ones in the greenhouse over the coming weeks. Put them all back into the house again, which I'm dreading, because the house will just be completely packed with plants. But while they're out here, they can enjoy a bit of that fresh air. But they're really, really looking great. And I'm going to take you back into the house. I'm going to show you what's in the conservatory and the rest of the house. Now here I am in the living room. I've got some of my Ripsalis cacti that are doing really, really good, and they're thriving. I'm pleased to say that this one here, I repotted this a few weeks ago. I made a video on repotting them. I'll put the links up above if you haven't seen that already. And it's just absolutely done so well since I potted it on. And it's coming into bud, which is amazing, because this normally flowers for me sort of late winter, sometimes January time. But look at that, it's got some gorgeous buds forming on it. So I'm really excited this is going to be flowering. So that's brilliant news, and it's putting out loads of new growth. And look, there's actually, just notice this now, guys. There's actually one of the flowers that's actually opened. Look how tiny that is. I'll try and get the macro on it. It's absolutely minuscule. So that's one of the flowers opened up already. So watch out for future video when all this is flowering. It's really exciting news. And I'll show you the ones I've got in the windowsill. Lots more on there. And my my mother of thousands is doing absolutely amazing. Look at that. This one is doing well. The other ones aren't doing so well. I'm going to explain that in a minute. But it's got loads of babies on the leaves. It's just growing so well. It's just thriving. And that's the living room. Now this is the spare room, and I've got all my seedlings in here that are growing. They're getting really well. Well, my dragon fruit seedlings are thriving. Look at them. They're just absolutely doing brilliantly. They've got the little spines forming on them. And my other seedlings as well. These are great. Thriving. And my little Trichoceros patronoi, San Pedro seedlings are thriving. And my Opuntia humifusa ones are just getting bigger by the day. They're absolutely gorgeous. Now, here I am in my office, and I'm pleased to say that my big Christmas cactus, Thanksgiving cactus, is coming into bud. There's loads of buds on it, and it usually takes about 2 months before it actually starts to flower, when it starts to form buds. So I'm really pleased. Last year, it didn't flower for me, and I was really disappointed, because it puts on an amazing display. It really does. But to see buds on it this year, I'm thrilled to bits, because it's going to be amazing when it flowers. So that's going to be forming buds now, and then it'll be flowering probably for around the late November, early December time. And I'll show you all my other Christmas and Thanksgiving cacti and Easter cacti. I've got them all here as well, all the cuttings, and they're thriving. And I've got my Nepenthe cuttings that I've potted up. They're doing absolutely amazingly. Absolutely brilliant. And look at this one. This one was a cutting. It's absolutely thriving. It's got loads of pictures forming on it. So they're doing really well in here. Now, here I am in the conservatory, and I'm really pleased to say that my Hoya linearis has bloomed for me, and it's got tons more buds. Look at this, guys. Just going to show you. So just look how beautiful that is. Absolutely gorgeous flowers there. And I'm going to be making a separate video on this, just showing off the flowers. So watch out for that. And there's tons more buds on it. So that's really good news. Beautiful. All my other seedlings and my aloes all doing really well on here too. My carnivorous plants, they're growing like anything. They're absolutely amazing. I'm going to have to give them all a good trim off the dead the dead leaves on these. But they're doing amazing. And also my little aenium cuttings too. My ripsalis, they're thriving. My big aenium Schwarzkopf, what a name, the purple one, which is growing like mad. And my big aloe variegata partridge plant, as you know, it seems to grow and grow and grow. It's like a big snake. And my money tree, my crassula, my jade ovata, that's just flourishing. Now I've got my a poor Cactus malisonii, and it's not doing too good, unfortunately. It's going, it keeps dying back at the base, and I've got it out of its pot and the roots are fine. I can't see anything why it's happening, but I've had it for a long time, so over 20 years, and I'm guessing I may need to have to restart it again from cuttings, because a few people who have these have said that they have to restart them because they keep dying back at the base. So maybe that's what I have to do, but I'll be keeping an eye on it. And here my big dragon fruit, my hanging basket dragon fruit, that's thriving, getting bigger and bigger. And my other little smaller one at the back, and my other big bowl garden. These are all my seedlings here that I've got in the bags, and they're sort of getting bigger. I won't even try to get a focus on them because all the condensation in the bag, you won't be able to see them, but they're growing well. My monkey puzzle trees as well, they're doing fantastic. And I've got some of my sedums at the bottom. More sedums there as well. And so my little Camaceruses and my Sedum morganianum. Lots all doing fantastic. On the stand here, that actually fell off that dead branch. It's I cut off the dead bit. I'm just letting it callus over. I'm going to be potting that up as a cutting. And I've got my I just show you here my Clyster cactus Calodimononis. That's coming into bud, which is really exciting. So that's going to be flowering. Absolutely wonderful here. And then I'll just bring you up to the table. My big Nepenthes alata. That's growing well. I'll show you all at the table. All my succulents are thriving. Oops. Everything's growing really well on there too. Just give you a bit of a scan around on everything. There's nothing really much. This one, the flowers are sort of dying off on here on my big Echeveria. That's just beautiful. On the windowsill here now, I've got my sedums, which are absolutely fantastic. This has got a gorgeous. These are all cuttings that I took myself that have rooted, and look at that, it's beautiful. And we have the sedum here, which is just doing really well. So watch out for future video on them, guys. Really lovely to see. But what I was disappointed about with here is I've got my Mother of Thousands, one of my other Mother of Thousands. I've got two different types. I've got the one you normally see, Mother of Thousands, and then this one is the Tubiflora one. And it has more like tubular leaves with the little babies growing around them. And I noticed the other day, and I don't know what is wrong with I've got two of them. I've got another one here, which is a much bigger one. Beautiful. And I noticed it's got like some of the stems have got black on it, and I don't know what on earth has caused it, because there's no signs of bugs on this, and I don't know why. It's just like black marks, and I'm worried it's like rot and it's going to kill the plant. But the only good thing is with Mother of Thousands, you do get plenty of babies to propagate, so I'll never be short of the plant. But it's just a shame to lose the mother plant when it's such a great size. And this one here also, I'm just going to show you, it's also got a bit of brown, whoops, a few of the babies falling off, brown on the base there, which is really disappointing because I would hate to lose the mother plant. But I'm going to have to start propagating some of the babies. But other than that, everything is growing really well in here. They're all doing well. I've got my other big tall cacti here, my very big Brasilia oapuntia. That's amazing. It has to be nearly, if not 8 foot now. It's massive. And that's it then, guys. So that's the update for the end of September. So stay tuned for some future videos on some of the flowers, because a few in bud. And I want to send you loads of happiness, tons and tons of love, and heaps of cactus power, as always, from Ireland. Until the next video, guys. Bye.